no drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink them like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blues Clues. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. All good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together, talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Way a crew, call me Spider-Man, the way I spider line. Until we position, then I exit trades right on time. Might tell you a secret, but I'll never drop a dime. Favorite pastime, sitting back.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Friday to everyone. Make sure all systems go. We do look good here. And yeah, let's have a look at the calendar here. Start off with Friday today. We're pretty clean. We have some CAD unemployment. Otherwise, Phil speaking as well. Not till 3:15. London is beautiful and clean here. Nothing really much to worry about. And yeah, a bit of Trump speaking about tariffs again on chips, right? 100% tariffs on chips. That's going to affect long term, not short term. That's more of a long term thing, not a short term thing. So if we're looking here at the charts here, starting off with gold, daily time frame closing bullish here above the range. So we can see we're coming towards the top of the range now. Currently 4-hour time frame is in this consolidation. We have a resistance and a support here. Bullish session bias nevertheless, with the previous 4-hour closing bullish. And 1-hour time frame kind of mid-range as well here. We have a 1-hour resistance here that we can bring here. Let's put that 1R. And let's have a look what we got going on 30-minute. We have a resistance zone all here. See this 30 here. Then we have another one above that. I hate when there's so many lines, it looks bad. See if we can confine. No, we have to keep it like that, unfortunately. So my plan here for buys, this 4-hour resistance sucks, it's right there. I wouldn't mind us pulling back to the 4-hour support, taking buys from the 4-hour support. Problem is we will see something like a change of structure, right? We'd see this, then it comes down, then we're buying into this support. So maybe fake out back in the range like this. As we close back in the range, we can take the buys back up. That's one plan. Above here would be a breakout trade. We haven't seen the best outcomes on the breakout trades, but if we be extremely aggressive, could be okay. Based on yesterday's volume, it should not be a problem. If we're going to repeat yesterday's volume, we had an amazing volume continuation, so could try it just being aggressive, and then again pullbacks for continuation going to be the play. So let's see how that forms. Very simple plan, pullbacks for continuation, and then seeing how it forms inside of here. I wonder if we close above here, can we push through the 4-hour support? Something I am going to consider as well, maybe like a 30-minute setup too. You guys see that? The 30-minute closes bullish. We get above this 15-minute notch here. We can look for the trade 2 there, 19 pips, enough room, 19, 15 pips. Stop loss below the lows and see if we can push past and just try to see if it rejects 4-hour, you're out. I would have preferred us to retest the 4-hour support first though. This would have kind of been like something a lot better if we could retest 4-hour support first. It's a threat. It's a threat that we come down, wick me out, test the 4-hour support, then go, you know. So let's see, 6 minutes for this candle to close. Looking at DAX here on the other hand, start off here on daily time frame here on DAX. So daily time frame is closing bullish. We've hit all our daily targets here. So daily target being met. We wicked through it, didn't close above it, rejected from it. 4-hour time frame now creating a lower high as well. Let's bring in a 4-hour support. 4S. So that's the daily. That's our 4-hour up here as well. This one we don't need. We're going to bring this here. 1-hour time frame is saying what? We have a 1-hour support here. This is our previous 1-hour. Yesterday we retested this. We can bring up into 1-hour support. It allows me 1S. So mixed session bias today. 30-minute looks like this. 15-minute. Yeah, okay. This was our previous 15 there. Boom. So right now we're dumping down here. I wonder if this is a pullback to continue up bullish. This is quite nice LTA we're creating. If we can retest the 4-hour support and take buys from 4-hour support, I'm all up for that. That would be beautiful actually. If we reject here, we could take a lower high back down. We can take a lower high back down, or we can look to continue down to the 4-hour support with some structure. So we need some structure now. See how the 1-hour candle closes. And if we can get some structure, we can sell below maybe this 5-minute to get to the 4-hour support and then take buys. So you could get double trade. Absolutely rinse the market in that case. 1 hour looks like a good close. Does look like it wants to continue down, but we need structure if we're going to take breakouts and to be aggressive. So let's see how Frankfurt Open forms. Once Frankfurt Open forms, we'll wait for structure, and then I can see how I can end up tackling tackling this this section here. So 4 minutes for that. Hopefully some structure forms after that or during this 4 minutes. I don't think 4 minutes enough. I mean, the 5 minutes could flip, make a structure. And then we can be looking for closes below, but definitely need structure here for sure, or pullbacks to continue down. If we just dump straight, I'm actually looking at 4-hour support somewhere in here to take a buy back up. We're going to see how that works. So that is the plan for today. We are coming from major range highs, so I am happy to sell this as well if we get pullbacks as well. So perfect. This is going to be the plan for today. And let's see how this ends up forming. Let's see what gold is saying here. Gold is kind of closing weaker. I wanted a stronger close here. So we might get that retest of the 4-hour. We'll see how gold ends up closing here and then take it from there. But that's the analysis. Pretty straightforward plan. And do you have that little one on 15? Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. You might be right. It might not be there. No, I don't actually. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we could just take it fully based on 30. But 30 looks like it's rejecting at the moment. So we need this 15 to come back strong bullish again. If it can come back bullish again, we will have 30 here. Stop loss would look like what, 40 pips, 42 pips. Target here 35. So we'd need to push past target, but definitely break even anyway, 17 pips. So not too worried about that. 5-minute structure would be nice. I'm interested to see how 5 looks on broker. Yeah, 5-minute structure would be good if we were to reject from there. We're also rejecting off this previous. I know it's from yesterday, but it's kind of the zone that we kind of want to close above this. So that's what I'd be looking for. Harry, do you agree that set up on gold in Asia in 15 had a bottom wick and 5-minute structure? I also saw your trade idea on gold yesterday. Had a previous 4 exactly at the entry. Was right above that for me. Or tripping, thanks. Yeah, you take the 5-minute here. So if you're taking that entry there, this one close, and then if you, let's say it's right there, then you wait for the 5 above the range, you see? Here. So you wait for that 5 above the range, gets above this range, and gets above the 4-hour as well. You can avoid that 4-hour, and then use the confirmation of the 15 closing bullish, the 30 closing bullish. And remember, this 4-hour has been crossed through many times that day, no issues. Many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're looking for a wick fill. And then the Asia session 1 on the 15. Yeah, if this closed above on broker, yes. On my broker, it's below. That would be nice. Right at could be tough, but maybe on a 30-minute there's an entry. I mean, you could just take the 30 S2. That works as well. Retest of 4-hour, previous 4-hour resistance, 30-minute S2. So looks like 15 gonna close bullish here, right? Looks like 15 gonna close, not bullish, sorry, bearish here. So that will invalidate. We can wait for the next candle to close above. We'll see in 45 seconds. DAX has continued down all the way down to the 4-hour support. So maybe this buy option is gonna come through here. This is a very extended push here. Not much structure in this. So I don't know if I want to also wait for a lower high for sells, because looks like we want to fill this range as well. Looks like we want to fill this range. So let's see. Anyhow, appreciate you guys watching the analysis. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. 100 of us in here. Appreciate 100 people joining. Normally we have around 300 people sleeping today. Miss out the analysis. But if you are watching and showing up today, appreciate you showing up, and leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to 200. I would appreciate that. Actually, no, we can't get it to 200. I used to ask for 200, but now if we can get the likes to 100, I would appreciate that. Actually, no, we probably get the likes to 50. I would appreciate YouTube business. I'll take that. I'll take that. Makes sense, buys on gold, but we have break of structure if you also zoom out. Let's see. Which break of structure? Which one, man? Send me a chart, I'll have a look. All right, 30-minute close here, 15 close kind of doji. Just this, let's see. Yeah, we could do that as well, but then would depend what happens at the 4 hour. I'd expect another retest to 4 hour. Because this is the problem. If you have that mindset right now, if you have this mindset right now where you're looking for buys above here, it's already too late. That's how London session been. As New York good, but London session fails very heavily. I mean, yeah, we could definitely start to reverse this move down here and then pull back and then continue to reverse. Then you can also plan, if you're solid on that idea, you can plan a counter bias sell as well, right? You can plan a counter bias sell. Because we can also argue it both ways, that this was a retest of 4 hour, previous 4 hour resistance. See the wick? Retesting into 4 hour, then rejecting. So it makes it tough. But, you know, you could, that's where you get lost behind the, between the higher time frame and lower time frame. Because lower time frame will always have these tendencies of doing bullshit, you know? Just like this. This is all structure break, but it was only a pullback for a big higher time frame move. Same thing with this, right? Big structure breaks. This was pullback. Lots of people looking for shorts. Again. Same thing here, right? Structure break was a pullback to continue up bullish. So higher time frame is why, the way I like to trade is to use higher time frame to guide me, because it's less noise. Not solid on it, just maybe buys don't make as much sense till you're above it. But if you wait till you're above it, it's too late, because in London session it lacks continuation. So if you're waiting up here to take buys, you've missed the whole range. So you have to just go with one idea, choose the idea, and trust the analysis. That's how it is in London. You can't really be waiting for your extra confirmation, because it does two things. It either will blast through, or you will just not be able to get an entry because nothing happens. Because we're not lacking volume in London, right? London is not a problem without volume. It's just there's a lack of breakouts, right? The breakouts happen either like this, we blast through, but the pullback, when you have an analysis, if you just follow that direction, the minute it has a structure, it's good. Look for sells on here. Yeah, that would be better. Maybe even the 15. If you're going to plan it on 15, you can look for sells on 15. You know, but also plan buys, right? Pull back for buys if we have this break of structure. 10 minutes. Let's see if we can survive 10 minutes. For me, this is very weak 30-minute candle close here. We even have this 1 hour here before the 4 hour. Man, it's just super hard. I guess you kind of just have to pick a direction. And even go from down here. That's crazy to think about that. Seems like just a 30-minute you have to go on the flip here, but this wick is tapping that previous 15 and 5 structure as well. Then you'd be able to capitalize off this. But you can't really see that at the moment. And key level there too as well. Well, now we've already... No, which key level? There's no key level until 95. Till here. I'm talking about down here. You just literally have to go on flip. Let's see, when it does shit like this, you're screwed. Then the setup 5 here is way cleaner. Boom. Easy. You see, Murray, even waiting here, it's too late, you see? You literally have to pick a direction. The minute you get something that gives you an idea of that direction, go. That's how tight it gets. You literally, even if 5 minutes closing bearish, we could have a break of structure here, even in that case. That's how tight it is these days. You have to be like, literally pick one direction, any support candle, go. Even if it's a weak candle. Right? Even if it's a super weak candle, you have to just trust in the analysis and be like, okay, I'm going to take a buy right here. You know, which feels really counterintuitive. You know? You can see the ideas that I've laid out are all correct. Look for the buy, but that's how it is. It would be different. I would take this 30-minute if we retested 4-hour. That's the biggest problem. We haven't retested 4-hour today. That's every other day we've had a retest. Like if you look at the same weak sell we had, I'll show you the difference here. This is a massive difference. We had the same sell option happen here in London, right? But the difference with this one is we had this retest of this level here, which was also a 4-hour level. When you go to the 5-minute, you also had a 5-minute change of structure. Here we don't have any of that. So to be honest, this long term is iffy, because if it fails, I know exactly why it fails. You have a lot of things to blame. If you had all day to trade, would you do analysis on many pairs and choose the best for the day? No, because then you're the jack of all trades and master of none, and you will get confused which one will be the best, because one that looks like the best, then the other one would have been cleaner, right? And then you think that was the best, but it's a skill difference. Then you think, oh, maybe I'm just not viewing the market right. That was better, but I thought this would be better. I lost on the better one, and I didn't get a chance. And then you're trying to manage 15 pairs. I've been through that. The only time you should analyze multiple pairs is when you're swing trading, because as a swing trader, you're waiting for 4-hour zones, daily zones, you know. It's like super calm. Like you need more pairs as a swing trader because you need options. Otherwise, you're taking an option a month, you know, if you're focusing, if you're lucky, on one pair, you know. To me, gold looks like consolidation will eat me up. I don't see spots even on 1 minute. More interested in Euro USD today. Euro USD been moving nicely, John. Yes, I've seen that. So DAX is right at 4-hour support. Deadliest zone to sell at. You do not want to be selling right at a 4-hour support. Very dangerous. I mean, you technically have a couple of pips, so if you want to try scalp like 1-2 points, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be worth it with spread, but not the zone to be selling at, guys. If anything, I would rather look for buys back above here at this point here. Get a close above this. I'd rather take buys. Morning, take a trade. London, not yesterday. New York took a trade yesterday. New York, S1 breakout. Not S1, actually like a mix of S5 on gold here. I posted it for the guys in public. This one like this. So this wicked to the 1 hour resistance. If you look, there's a 1 hour resistance. Actually, no, it didn't. It went way past the 1 hour. So I'm surprised it didn't tap 15. Wonder why we chose. Okay, we tapped this previous 5. Yeah, it looks pretty weak. So now we tap that 4 hour. We can see instant rejection from the 4 hour to the T. C getting above here might lead into potential buys, especially with a 15-minute bullish close. That could happen in 3 minutes here. Let's see how that happens. Harry, how do I improve in last 3 months? I've made consistently 2% per month, but win rate around 20%. How do I improve in that? Wow. To make 2% with a 20% win rate, I don't know what you're doing. I'd have to see your trades. I can't say that, you know. You're obviously maximizing risk to reward, but it's paying, which is good. You found something that makes 2%, which is nice, but you need to optimize to make more. And for me, to optimize would be win rate. If you were to increase your win rate, maybe reduce a bit of R to R, and get win rate at least up to 60%, then you would see a massive change in your trading. Because 20% win rate and still to make 2% per month definitely means that, you know, there's a lot of room for optimization. Harry, tell us about Mpro AI. Never heard of it. Probably not legit, but who knows, you know? If I had to guess. When's the 30 close? 16 minutes. Thing is, am I bullish today? We have mixed signals fundamentally on DAX. We have mixed signals. We have bullishness coming from earnings from companies, but also the tariffs are putting an uncertainty in investors for DAX. And we still have this range that we could potentially fill. It's an interesting spot, man. It kind of is like, you know, we took a similar trade and it failed in similar scenario here. I want to see that trade if I can remember which day it was. I do remember the trade itself, but I have a screenshot here. I think it was this one. It should be a buy actually. When was it? It was not a sell, it was a buy. Looks for DAX buys. DAX buy loss it needs to be. Probably this one. Yeah, this was the one. So this we had two 50-minute candles closing bullish. But we were not coming from a 4 hour. That's the difference here. That's the difference. But it even closed above the 15, closed above, broke the high. I mean, I did say it would be an option I take again. Let's see how this candle closes here. See if we can make a good bottom wick. It's a nice bottom wick that. But 15-minute, 5-minute no top wick. 15-minute has a top wick. Wow, interesting situation. feel like I want to give it a shot on 15. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I would go break of this high, 15 high, because 5 doesn't have top wick. It is a difference, I think, of like 4 points. Yeah, 5 points actually. But you kind of have to want to go break of high because of the problem is if this 5 closes bearish, it changes it a bit here. You consider previous weekly support as a watch zone. This one here, I have it as a 15, but yeah, you could use that as a watch. It is still reacting. Naturally, we have a 15 here, but we would be by then in profits to manage. See if it wants to come down and retest the 15 support it made. My account is 0 spread, but I have spread on DAX. Yeah, it's just a marketing ploy, man. They will even put hidden spread, slippage. So if they're hiding spread, they will hide it with slippage. With that bottom wick, we can ignore 5-minute top wick. The decision I'm trying to make is we've kind of rejected off this previous one here. This is where we're getting a reaction. So I'm trying to make a decision. Do I want to try fill this wick and at least have some room in case it taps this and comes back? Or do I want the confirmation of break of high? So I'm trying to make that decision. If it just flips quickly, then I'll probably be going break of high anyways. But this is closing bearish now. So now it makes it a more complex situation because we're closing bearish. Now, depending where we close bearish is going to make a big difference here. So let's see. I'm going to wait 25 seconds and see where we close bearish. If we have a bottom wick here, it would react off this resistance now. So still break of 15-minute high makes sense. I could actually run stop loss below here. For 20 points. Break even at like 8 points. 1-to-1 would be here. So we need some good volume for that to happen. Yeah, I'll probably give that a shot. 20-point stop loss. I have seen in the past it has broken the high and then immediately rejected. So I'm going to rely on this part to protect my trade. If not, I'm going to get out. I know it's a risk there, but we kind of have to trust the 4-hour bounce. Right? Well, yeah, it can be just a bounce, right? That is obviously the problem here. That's the risk we're taking. That's why I don't like it as much. But then we kind of have to give it that shot that we can get a bounce. And hopefully it doesn't be nasty and break the high first. If it breaks the high first, that's where we get cooked. If it just wants to use this as a 4-hour bounce, should flip and then come back, you know. All right, let's see. Great push already. This previous 15 is where I want to be mental break even here. So it has tapped that zone. So we're gonna see how it reacts off this. On my broker, I have no top wick on the 1 minute. Hopefully we can close above and then this can be our structural point and then I can be stops at break even. So yeah, looking like it's trying to close above here on the 1 minute. Let's see if we get the close above. Ish, just below, huh? No top wick. I want to see it make a top wick before I be... I have no gap up on broker. I really want to see a top wick here. Then I'll be comfortable with sitting at break even. Top wick break of high would be perfect. Still hasn't broke high. All right, have a top wick now. Perfect, there we go. So stops are hard, break even now. And let's see if we can get to TP here. So stops are hard, break even now. Let's see if we can get to TP. Would be nice. Alright, that tapped on my broker. That's a 1-to-1 for me. Gonna close out here. And I'm out. So for me on my broker, if you measure on my broker from break of high there, I closed out at 24.2 points and my stop loss was 24.1. So that's my 1-to-1. And that's it, man. So broker hit 24 points. And there we go. Perfect. Nice trade there. Followed the plan and there we go. Executed on it. Broke off high and called it for you guys. Free trade. Closed it up perfectly. Congrats, congrats. If you took this trade, congrats. How many people in YouTube took this trade? Leave a W in chat if you took this trade. I'm interested to see. If it didn't hit your 1-to-1 yet, then I guess now it should have by now. Zoom is moving fast. YouTube is moving slow. Anyways, if you didn't get a chance to get your 1-to-1, should be tapped 1-to-1 by now. I'm happy with that trade. I wouldn't really change much. I like how this closed above and then entry break of high. For me, it's those pullbacks are the key. This London session, man, you see how they work. You just have to trust it. I know it's uncomfortable, but I just have to trust it, and it won. So I'm very happy with the adaptation I've made and happy with the results. I'm 4 for 4 this week, and it's been a great week for me. So I can't really complain, guys. And nice to get a London trade all together. This trade I did call out. I did say that I wouldn't be calling out all, but look, man, I like to be transparent, and I don't want to spoon feed, but that kind of shook away all the people who have been leeching on for signals. And, you know, I was pretty clear about this entry. Beautiful. 1022. Oops, why happened? You got slipped heavily. If you got slipped, you know, it's not not too bad. Murray used 15 stops. If you use 15 stops, I think, yeah, I mean, it's not invalid to use 15 stops. I have to say that. You just need a lot more work. And but you can get there, you know, you can get there. I would say it makes logical sense though to close at this previous 15 though, even though it's maybe like a pip. If you see it struggling at this previous 15, I would also consider closing there. Get what I'm saying? Because it's a logical, if you see it struggle. What does calling trades out take from you, man? Just 20 seconds of your talk time. Please don't slack. Banned. It's okay. It's okay. It's just rage bait. He probably didn't even take the entry and crying. Is there a WAP that you decide not to close to break even? Well, it never came and actually tapped my entry here. And you know, look at this push. Like, I can expect it 1 minute structure, so that's why mental break even. Sometimes I'll lose on that mental break because it will just dump down and then I'm fucked, right? I won't get a chance to get up break even. And that's how it works sometimes. But in this case here, nice. And here I don't, even if it came back to entry, I want to at least let it make a top wick because of probabilities. There's a high chance it makes a top wick and give you that 1-to-1. You know? But it's never enough, huh? It's never enough. People don't appreciate how much I go through and adapt and show you on this on a daily basis. And you know, maybe he took the entry and got scared, pull back, then close. Maybe, yeah. Did you change your name? WRPS. What was your name before? I closed that just after the previous 15 made sense. Not a 1-to-1, had to close. I think, you know, in this situation, it's good to be paid, man. That's 2 wins for you in London. Never had 2 wins. Nice one, man. Good adaptation. Just using different laptop. Oh, okay, okay. Makes sense now. Makes sense. You should log into his laptop and execute the trade for him. Maybe wipe his rear also. I don't want to be going anywhere near that because it's full of shit back there, man. This is the guy who doesn't flush the toilet, doesn't shower, you know? Need to be careful with these type of people. Consider S5? Yes, it is. It is. I'll explain the trade after the session. We'll go in depth about it. It's just classic what's been happening. But I'll explain it in depth after, don't worry. Funny, the day with the lowest amount of people in stream, the day we win. Now watch them come back. If they come back and they say, bro, you don't never trade. It's just a never winning game, man. People don't even give a couple of weeks. If you look at, I'm just happy with my own personal progress, man, to be able to identify, apply and adapt. 4 wins in a week is very nice. I'm very happy to have 4 wins in a week. Trading on phone while driving is crazy. Tell me about it, Lorigin. How many times from gym I've done that? It's crazy, right? You have to be careful though. I've almost had accidents doing that. Sometimes you get super distracted, especially when it's moving fast on 1 minute. Once you get one win in London, you still trade NY for the rest of the day. If I, oh yeah, pullover is a smart one. If I see a good setup in NY, I will trade it. I have a futures account in NY, so I'd be trading that anyways, regardless. I don't have to trade my main, but I probably will do on my futures. I had 4 pips spread on my account. Shit, man, that's not good, man. How much spread we on DAX? Same, 0.5. 0.5, yeah, for me, man. Pretty relaxed. And if you get pulled over by a cop, you should start by discussing you went long versus short and ask his opinion. Harry, what do you do with your profits? Do you invest in stocks, crypto, real estate, mutual funds? Do you put % of your net worth in safer assets? Yes, I would say majority of my investments go. So recently went into stocks. Not recently, a couple of months back. Crypto, I kind of recycle my crypto. I actually take some of my crypto and buy cars, which is not the best thing to do. But apart from that, reinvest the crypto and put it in real estate. Real estate is ever ongoing. Most of my income is actually put into real estate. I try not to be too cash heavy as it motivates you to do more with yourself. And also it's a cash generating machine long term. Can't have enough cars? It's true. When you like to race and not buy them for flex, it's a different story. You're doing it out of passion, not out of flex. Gold is making pullback is another buy safe. The thing is how we're going to take the buy. You probably need a close back inside this range here if you're going to take a buy. If not, we could see this now lower high start to continue down, retest deeper before. Remember that 4-hour support being tested. So let's see this get tested first and then we can see what happens. Give me a sec, guys. Just going to go to the toilet and come back. 1 sec. And right about now, I'll close full there. I'm about to close full soon, guys. You'll see it when I close full. I close full there. I'm done. No greediness. Nice, nice, nice. You know what? I'm done. I'm closing it here. There, closed. Beautiful push, 17 pips. Okay, I'm not greedy. I'm out. Let's go, guys. I'm out. Listen to the beautiful sound of close. And look what I did because I'm a naughty trader. I added a second entry and we'll hear that close as well. Thank you very much. Coming very close to stop loss. I'm watching it. If this 1 minute doesn't reject, then it's gonna be me out. And yeah, that's me out. GG, well done. Boom, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Let's go. You know what? I'm taking it, guys. I'm taking. I took it there. There we go. Nice. I'm out, guys. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I'm out. That's it. Finally, thank you, gold. And TP is on the way. Let's go. You know what? I'm out, bitch. Thank you very much, sir. And right about now, I'll close full. Close full there. About to close full soon, guys. You'll see it when I close full. I close full there. I'm done. No greediness. Nice. You know what? I'm done. I'm closing it here. There, closed. Beautiful push, 17 pips. Okay, I'm not greedy. I'm out. Let's go, guys. I'm out. Listen to the beautiful sound of close. And look what I did, because I'm a naughty trader. I added a second entry and we'll hear that close as well. Thank you very much. Coming very close to stop loss. I'm watching it. If this 1 minute doesn't reject, then it's gonna be me out. And yeah, that's me out. GG, well done. Boom, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Let's go. You know what? I'm taking it, guys. I'm taking. Mixed session, set up 2 cells. See how 5-minute structure is looking. Yeah, that could work. 2 minutes for that to close. Where's daily market positioning? 4-hour market. Ooh, why is it is there? Oof, it's tight, man. It's very tight. But you are safer. 30-minute now support. Yeah, you need strong close, man. Strong close, otherwise this won't work. Looking for GU cells. Let's see the GU cells below. Set up 1. What is this line, man? Alright, trading is done. Let's play some CS. Yeah, I need to play CS, man. I was having a bit of a losing streak on CS. I'm back to level 8. Some previous, okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, you can close below there. Would be a setup 1 classic. Can I add you on Faceit, Harry? Drop the username. What level are you on Faceit? I was 8, right now I'm 4. Damn. Got cooked, huh? You play Dota too? No, only CS. Don't have time to be playing other games. We can do full lobbies. I have friends that are 10. The problem is you play in Europe. I don't have the ping for Europe. I play on GCC servers. My ping in Europe is very high. I have like 100 ping on German servers. 120 ping. Would Thunderstorm work on 1 minute on gold? No, I don't trade 1 minute, and that's not a Thunderstorm setup. Be careful at this 4-hour support we're at right now. Deadly zone. Should open a case on CS, right? I don't know if I have any cases in my account. Maybe today's our lucky day with a case. I doubt it, but... Harry, did you take anything in NY yesterday? Yeah, I took gold longs. I put them... Did you guys see the new chat I have here for putting up my NY trades? What I'm looking for? It's called Harry NY Ideas. These longs. I did some roulette gambling with my inventory, didn't manage risk, lost everything. Damn, I got lucky with that actually. You're playing CS today? Yeah, I might play CS today actually, yeah. I will play some CS today, yeah. I don't think I have any cases in my inventory. Let's see. I have this Dream and Nightmare case. Damn, that's pretty cool. I have this case. That's it. I mean, we could open this case. Let's see. How much are these going for now? Wow, there are no listings. Oof, priceless. Go for case opening. Back when we get some more people watching again and stuff like that, we'll do some case openings. Did you get anything from cases? Yeah. I got a knife from cases before. I don't use them? Yeah, send me your cases then. Send me your cases. I'll open all of your cases. How? You need to send me a trade offer. You have to add me on Steam and send me a trade offer. See, we're bouncing from the 4-hour support, guys, right? You need to be very careful selling here. Holding a small lot buy based on 5 minute, that's now consolidating, waiting to see what happens. I think it should fill that LT on 5. So you bought Euro USD. So bias today is mixed, I feel. So previous daily with a rejection candle here. 4-hour time frame from 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, market positioning for a buy is not bad. I got some cases, send your Steam. All right, now we're talking. Yeah, with that 15, if you can start breaking these highs, it should help here. Gonna get gold trust? I hope so, I hope so. I'm due for a gold. I haven't had a gold in over 5 years. In over, I think 5 years I haven't, yeah, more than 5 years I have not had a gold. I'm due for a gold. I can send my Steam profile. That's my friend code. You guys can add me. Just sent? I see you. See both of you. All right, so let's see the gold reaction here. Be nice to have 5 change of structure, would be great if you want to take buys. 1 hour could end up closing bullish. Problem we have here is this could also make another lower high yet again, because we've seen setup ones fail in London. So this could go back up, retest here, and then fail back down. You know, gold is a little bit more tight range today compared to something that's been like DAX, right? Our DAX trade today has been more open ranges today. I think DAX would mix bias as well. Do we have mixed? Yeah, mixed bias today. You could actually argue sells on DAX as well today. You can take both sells and buys. So there's both. But this buy option we took made sense here from the 4-hour support and stuff like that. Called that out for you guys. Free trade. So Harry, if you see a great setup today, would you take another trade? Yeah, I will take another trade, yeah. Add me on Steam, whoever wants to shoot some CS. Yeah, you need some European to shoot some CS. Did tournaments when I was younger. Didn't make it pro, sadly. Oh, nice, man. Well, I don't want to dox his Steam. Where you from? I live in Dubai, man. I was born here, but I'm originally from England. I suck so hard at CS, I only need to play a month. Yeah, you need to play quite often to get good at CS. If I can't play because I'm busy, I still hop on and do 10 minutes deathmatch or something like that to keep my aim up. Really, you need to keep it high. Is two trades a week too low? No, it's not. That happens to me. Damn. I have a trade offer. Let's see if he's scamming me. Oh, he's not scamming me. Thank you, thank you. Need to make sure he's not scamming me. Battlefield 6 seems like fun. Yeah, they're a good game, but the problem is aim assist, man. It's such a... Like, Counter-Strike has 0 aim assist. Full raw, you know? It's okay. Keep your cases for now, Rodney. We have enough cases. We have enough cases. Let me check my inventory. See if he scam me. Where's my knife, guys? Oh, it's still here. Actually, where's the cases that I just got? Still hasn't come. GG's, you're cooked? Seems like it, man. Seems like it. You guys took Dax? Yes. Did you take Dax? This one? Got stopped out, just got stopped B. Oh, I used these stops because of the 5-minute structure that formed here above entry. So I ended up using these stops below the 15, relying on this first section and second session to protect. Sheesh. I was telling the guys that in here that if you did use the 15 stops, close out at this previous 5 as it taps it, it would make sense. So as we tapped into this zone, you can see on broker how we tapped into it, right? I know on this broker it doesn't show that much, but that's what I was saying. It's worse to close out at that point there. Harry, don't tell me you never streamed one of your gaming sessions. You need to start ASAP. I have done it once before. I can do it again. I can do it again. See how the open comes here? Made that lower high. Look at how fast the wick came. This is just annoying though, but you have to kind of like adapt to the market conditions. Did you see at the end of my vlog, actually? At the end of my vlog, I put the same situation that I was in on gold. And I talked about like you either accept to be at break even or you kind of have to close early because it taps something. So it's like a choice you make. It's not a wrong decision, it's a choice. Right? It's not, it's like a choice. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, do you want to be paid or do you want... The thing is, yeah. So you make that choice. Do you trade every day? Yes, I do trade every day, except for weekends, of course. I mean, with my stops, I would manage to get my 1-to-1 with the stops below the 15. Because you saw how nice the bottom wick was, right? So I really trusted that. Ended up having like 22 pip stops. Closed out at 23. Yeah, so I really trusted that bottom wick. Then the 5-minute came and closed like this, bearish. So this is considered what? This is like a structural point. So when you're entering here, if price wants to do some bullshit, you have all of this to protect your entry. And my stop loss being below here, right? You're pretty safe. So you can get away with those more aggressive stops. Right? And then make sure you get paid. Optimize for risk to reward. Today YouTube chat was lucky. I called the position like the old days. I didn't take it by myself. Gave them the position full. Signal. No, I'm joking. But I did. I did. Gold is pushing. Gold is pushing here, but didn't give you an entry, unfortunately. But see that 4-hour support, how important it is? Like, you can't disregard those. Maybe you enter on 5, but still is not my plan. Maybe let's see what 30 is saying. Yeah, no bottom wick here kind of ruins your options here with no bottom wick. Is that going opposite of gold? Sometimes that happens. Yes, sometimes that happens. Anyhow, I'm going to end the session here. I don't see any more setups for myself here. Good options today. Nice result. Always happy to end the week on a win. It's a good week for me. 4 for 4 trades this week. Very solid week for me. Back into the swing of things. Wayond is telling me not to leave, but I have to leave. And yeah, nice win today, boys. Hopefully you guys understood the trade. Called it out there. Explained all the stuff about it, how it works. So good little option. 4-hour support was key. We retested 4-hour support form. Boom, buys came in. And yeah, take care, guys, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing weekend. Don't overtrade in NY. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully speak to you guys soon. Peace. Much love. See you.